Shalom, this is Rabbi Ephraim Osgood from sunny Beverly Hills, California. I'm here at Beth Jacob Congregation to start a new web series called From 5 to 125, Torah for All Ages. Many people don't realize that the Purim story, the Megillah, actually takes place between the first and second Beit HaMikdash. The period of time between the first and second Beit HaMikdash was 70 years. This was predicted by Yirmiyahu, who was the prophet. The prophet is somebody who Hashem speaks to and tells a message to the people. Yirmiyahu predicted that the Beit HaMikdash would be destroyed for 70 years before we built the second Beit HaMikdash. Many people are familiar with the Medrash that talks about Achashverosh miscalculating those 70 years. And Achashverosh actually takes out the Kalim according to the Medrash and celebrates with them at his Seudah. The Medrash says the Jewish people are blamed for partying, having a good time over the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash. And that's why Hashem gave permission to Haman to destroy the Jewish people. What most people don't realize is there was an earlier king who also miscalculated the 70 years. Achashverosh's miscalculation was based on calculating from the time the Jewish king Yechonia was exiled, along with Mordechai, Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah. This is found in Megillat Esther, Perek Bet Pasuk Vav, right after the introduction of Mordechai. It's also found elsewhere. We'll discuss that in a later video. However, Achashverosh miscalculates those 70 years, and he's incorrect. This is hinted to in the Tamei HaMikra when it's saying the vessels, the Kelim, V'chelim Shonim. It's read in the Eicha Nigun because of the sadness and the hint that those are the Kelim from the Beit HaMikdash. As a matter of fact, there's an earlier king named Belshazzar, who's a Babylonian king. Achashverosh is the king of Paras Umadai, Persia and Media. Belshazzar's father or grandfather, depending on which Medrash you read, destroyed the Beit HaMikdash. His name was Nebuchadnezzar. He had the Kalim of the Beit HaMikdash, and his son or grandson, Belshazzar, decided to party with those Kalim. This is written in Sefer Daniel. In Sefer Daniel, Daniel is called to read a mysterious handwriting on the wall that appears with a hand during the party of Belshazzar. The words say, Mine Mine Tekel Ufarshin. Daniel says, this means your kingdom will be destroyed and divided tonight. Little did Belshazzar know that Cyrus and Darius, Koresh and Daryavish, kings of Persia and Media, Paras and Madai, were coming that very night to sack his castle, kill him, take his little daughter captive, and marry her off to their son and grandson, Darius's grandson, Cyrus's son. Cyrus was married to Darius's daughter, and their grandson and son was, of course, Achashverosh, marrying little princess Vashti, whose grandfather, Nebuchadnezzar, or great-grandfather, destroyed the Beit HaMikdash. So he had also miscalculated the 70 years. How did Belshazzar miscalculate the 70 years? He counted from the time of Nebuchadnezzar's reign, the time Nebuchadnezzar came into Eretz Yisrael and took over. That was also not the calculation. Of course, it was from the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash. There are many, many, many more ideas that come out over here. The really interesting thing is, during Cyrus's reign, the Jews were given permission, right at the beginning of Sefer Ezra, to start building the Beit HaMikdash. Next time we'll discuss how Mordechai and Haman actually were in Shushan arguing about the destruction and rebuilding of the Beit HaMikdash. Shabbat Shalom and have a great day.